Hello, my friends. So in this video today, we're going to discuss the 5 things that women instantly notice about you as soon as you walk in the room, whether that be at gym, whether that be at school, whether that be at your workplace. So by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what these things are so you can maximize your attractiveness and get that woman that you've always wanted. I know how difficult the current state of the dating market is, and I was once in your shoes. I used to be 220 pounds, out of shape, did not take care of myself, and I went from that to being 168 pounds and having a full-on glow up. So I don't want to waste any of you guys' time. Let's get straight into what these things are so you guys can improve them and become the best version of yourself and get the girl of your dreams. Okay, so the first thing that a woman notices about you is your face and your skin. So you have to make sure that your skin is free from acne, and that means making sure that you cleanse and exfoliate your skin. You want to use a cleanser daily. You want to exfoliate at least either daily or every other day. And you also want to make sure that you're wearing SPF. SPF is really important because the sun ages our skin faster. And a lot of men don't take this seriously. They don't apply sunscreen. They don't wear long sleeve clothes if they're working outside. And all that does is it increases the chances of you getting skin cancer. And it also gives you wrinkles faster and ages you faster. So if you want to hold on to your attractiveness, then you want to make sure that you are having a skincare routine that you stay consistent with. And honestly, man, you doing this will instantly separate you from thousands of other men because most guys, let's be honest, hardly even wash their face with just like plain water. So just doing that alone will separate you and put you above the rest. All right, so illustrate how important your skincare is. Let me give you an example and tell you a little story. So I go to the specific hairstylist, okay, because she does a really good job. I've been going there for about a year, and she's actually the owner, and she is married and actually has a kid on the way. And so I go there, get my haircuts, and the last time that I went to get a haircut, there was another hairstylist that works for her that's a little bit younger, and she's single currently. And while the owner was actually cutting my hair, the other hairstylist, I guess she didn't have a client at the time, just randomly comes up and starts trying to have a conversation with me while the other one's cutting my hair. And the first thing that she tells me is, your skin is radiating. Like, what do you use? Like, what's your secret? And I'm like, I just exfoliate my skin, I just take care of my skin. And she said, like, that's pretty rare. She was like, most guys do not do that. And she was asking me all these questions, trying to get me to go into detail about my skincare routine. And you could definitely tell that she was into me. She was like hitting on me pretty much the entire time. And so that's why I tell you guys, your skin is the first thing that people notice. And it's very paramount that you take care of it. Everybody has that macho guy thing where it's like, oh yeah, who needs to put on sunblock and who needs to take care of their skin? But honestly, if you want to get girls, you have to take care of your skin too. So make sure you do that and you'll be on your way to attracting women into your life. All right, so your skin and face is on point. Next thing that women notice is your shoulders. Yes, your shoulders. I know you guys are probably thinking, oh, I'm going to say abs next. But unless you're like completely shirtless, they're probably going to notice your shoulders more so than your abs. But abs are important as well. But the reason for this is because wide, big, strong shoulders indicate to a woman that you are a dominant male and that you can protect her. It's a evolutionary part of female psychology. When you go back to our past, a male that has wide shoulders and a narrow waist indicates a good level of physical fitness and the ability to protect her offspring and protect her. So when you have that big wide shoulders, you have the infamous V-taper. And what is the V-taper? So the V-taper is when, you've probably noticed this, when you get really big and jacked in the gym, you'll start noticing that your torso starts appearing like it's like a V. And that's because of the wide shoulders and narrow waist. And so that is equivalent to us males seeing a female with a curvy hourglass figure. Why do males find hourglass figures attractive? Well, the reason for this is because of, again, our evolutionary past. Women that have wider hips are able to birth babies easier, and they also have a likelihood of being able to survive pregnancy and for their child to survive. So we subconsciously, as males, like women that have hourglass or curvy figures because of that. And we don't even think about it, but that's what's considered attractive. So women are always looking out for that. So you can bet if you walk in and your face and skincare is on point and you have those wide shoulders and like that narrow waist, man, you're killing it. And so what can you do to get those wide shoulders? Well, some of the basics like making sure that you do lateral raises. Dumbbell lateral raises are important. You got to do those as often as you can. Your shoulders can take a lot of beating. So make sure that you hit your lateral delts. You can do some lateral raises with dumbbells, and that will help accentuate and make your shoulders appear wider. Also, doing lat pull downs will build your lats so you have more of that V taper in your back. And then obviously being in a calorie deficit and leaning down will help you with that narrow waist. But yeah, women definitely notice this when you walk into the room. So make sure that's on point and you are going to be on fire. All right, but this next thing is just as important and it can make or break how a woman feels about you. So make sure you stick around for this next one. All right, before we discuss this next thing, if you've been enjoying this content so far, then please like, please comment, please subscribe. It really does mean the world to me. I am a new YouTuber and any sort of engagement makes a huge difference to help me be motivated and create more content for you guys. And I'm currently trying to reach 100 subscribers. So if you can help me to reach that goal, I would really appreciate it. And I promise to you that I will continue to make more and more content and improve the quality of my content with every video. So without further ado, let's continue on with the video. Okay, so the third thing that women notice about you is your body language and your posture. Guys, posture is so important. You have to make sure that when you walk into a room, you have your shoulder blades back and down, and you have your neck level with your shoulders. Not forward, okay? Not looking downwards, level. And the reason for this is because when you have your eyes down or you have your shoulders hunched forward, that indicates to a woman that you are insecure and that you're not sure of yourself. And it honestly makes most people uncomfortable, whether that be females or males. And so you have to make sure that that's on point. And another thing is that there's a condition called tech neck, which has been really bad because of technology and everyone being glued to their phones constantly, which is where you have your head kind of rolled forward and you walk like this. And that basically makes you look like a caveman. And so that's not a good look. So make sure that you work on making sure that your neck muscles are strong and you have them back and your shoulder blades are back, and you will be golden. And make sure that when you walk with purpose and you walk looking directly in front of you, not looking down, not looking side to side, looking all nervous. And make sure that you keep your eyes relaxed as you walk. And that makes a huge difference. It shows that you're confident and that you're a dominant male. Okay, so a woman sees you and you have your skincare on point, your posture is on point, you're walking straight with your shoulder blades back, and you're got the wide V taper going on. You are killing it. But now there's still two more things that you got to work on. So the next thing is making sure that you style and dress right. A lot of men mess up at this part, okay? Don't wear super baggy clothes or clothes that are super tight and don't complement your physique. So a lot of people do this, they wear oversized t-shirts or, they have a big gut and they'll wear super tight clothes that show their belly. And I'm like, dude, why are you wearing that if you know that you don't have, a narrow waist? Like you're just showcasing your beer belly for everyone. So make sure that you wear clothes that fit you right. And you want to wear clothes that are a little bit more tighter around your arms to kind of highlight your biceps, and also kind of a little bit tighter around your chest. They can be a little looser around the midsection, but primarily your chest and your arms, if it's a little bit tighter around those areas, it kind of accentuates your physique and complements it really well. Another thing is you want to wear clothes that you can basically pair with anything and that are timeless. If you have clothes like that in your wardrobe, they're a lot more versatile, and I feel like they make a big statement. And you also want to wear clothes that are less branded and less flashy, because what that does is it kind of detracts from you. People are more focused on the branding and the crazy logos on your shirts, and that's not what you want. You want your clothes to complement you and draw attention to you as a person. So I like to wear very like plain clothes that don't have brands on them primarily. And my favorite color to wear is black. Black is perfect because it goes with almost anything. And it also adds kind of a mystery or intrigue to you that a lot of women are into. So I would suggest wearing black, not all the time, obviously. You don't want to, unless you're goth, unless you've got like an emo or goth look going on, then I guess you can wear black all the time. But, clothes that are like black, navy blue, white, they can pretty much go with anything. They're kind of like some timeless colors. Button down shirts are really good, collared shirts, a good pair of well fitting jeans, and just basic things like that. Make sure that you don't mismatch different brands because a lot of guys will be wearing Nike socks with Adidas shoes and like a polo shirt or something, like you have to make sure that if you are wearing branded clothes, that they're not mismatching. So make sure that you do that and you'll be golden. Okay, so if you've done all the things that I've told you guys to correct that women notice first, this last one, if you can do this one, you are definitely going to get that girl. You want to make sure that you treat other people well. You treat them how you'd like to be treated. Because what happens is women pick up on how you treat others. If you are being an a-hole to everyone, if you don't tip well when you're out, or you talk bad about other men, unwarranted, that indicates to them that you're either insecure, you're narcissistic, or you're selfish. And those are all traits that are not desirable, not only by women, but also males. So you want to make sure when you're talking to others or interacting with others that you are a good person. It's sad that I have to say this, but you really should treat other people like you'd like to be treated. But that doesn't mean that you have to be a nice guy, okay? That doesn't mean that you have to be a pushover and try to make everyone happy. Now, if there's someone that is doing something that is wrong or goes against your values or ideals and you feel like you're in the right, then you should speak up for yourself. But my point is just don't be like a dick to everyone. Be a good person and you will naturally attract women and other people into your life. So make sure you guys do that as well. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I put a lot of work into this. So now you know exactly what these 5 things are that women instantly notice about you. And I genuinely believe if you work on these things and make sure that you're sending a good first impression, your chances of getting the woman that you want goes up exponentially. I hope this helps you guys out. If you've enjoyed this, then please like, please comment, please sub. It really does mean the world to me, and I would really appreciate it. If you guys want to watch some of my other videos, I have videos on the hidden signs that a girl likes you. I have videos on what happens when you get jacked. It can help provide you guys with some motivation. I also have a lot of fitness content as well. So if you guys are interested in that, then check out my channel. So thank you guys for watching. This is Solstice, signing out.